Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to WWE News Daily. We are live for daily news. This is our third WWE News Daily. We've got plenty of stuff to go through, so let's get straight to it. There is talk of a championship redesign. Now, before we get into this, I have to say that there will be spoilers for last night's SmackDown Live. And the reason is because I need to talk about things that have happened. Now, they're not really spoilers because the show has already aired, but I know a lot of people in the UK don't watch it live. So if you don't want to know what happened on SmackDown Live, I am giving you fair warning right now to step away, because we are going to be talking just about a few things, not about too much, but just about a few things that took place on SmackDown Live. So with that warning out of the way, let's move on to our big story, the championship redesign. So if you did see SmackDown Live last night, then you will have seen the new tag team champions crowned. This was quite a surprising moment. I don't think people expected the winners to be Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Daniel Bryan has actually come out and said that he will change the championship belt. Obviously, we saw him do that with the WWE Championship. He changed it over and changed the strap to hemp. Looks like he's going to do the same with the Tag Team Championship. I suppose what's quite interesting here is the fact that the Raw Tag Team titles obviously have the red strap. The SmackDown Tag Team titles have the blue strap. If he changes it to hemp, then it's going to go to that kind of creamy colour. And I don't know if that's what people want, really, when it comes to the tag titles. They kind of mirror each other. Maybe he's going to, I don't know, can he use dye? Is dye vegan? I don't even know. So maybe he'll use some blue dye to make it blue again. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to end up with. But as soon as he won the title, he went to a photo shoot and he was already commenting on the fact that he was going to be changing the belt. It looks like primarily it'll be the strap again. That leather strap will come off. But I don't know what it's going to look like after. Will it look cream and hempy? Or is it going to be a case that they will actually use some blue dye and try and keep it close to what it looks like now? We'll have to wait and see. The other big story, and this one really has gained quite a lot of traction over the past, say, 12 hours, is the fact that Triple H seemed to accidentally like a tweet he really shouldn't have. I can read the tweet out for you. So this person actually tweeted to Vince and then tagged in Triple H, tagged in Stephanie, tagged in a few kind of corporate people. And he said to Vince, this fan, maybe the problem with Raw and SmackDown ratings isn't due to wrestlers' injuries. It's down to your confusing and pointless storylines. And then also he added, although it wouldn't hurt if you gave wrestlers insurance. And that was actually liked by Triple H. Now, people have obviously taken that, and I'm starting to see articles appear now where people are saying, is there a bit of heat? Is there an issue between Triple H and Vince McMahon? Could that have been a reason as to why Triple H liked this tweet? I actually think, and I don't know this for sure, but I would imagine that Triple H doesn't always manage his social media. If you think about what Triple H has to manage, he's looking after NXT. I don't even know what his job actually entails. I'm not sure he does. He's like in charge of talent relations and loads of different things. So he is a very busy man. It would not surprise me if there was a social media expert that was looking after the account for him. And they potentially could have just gone through his notification feed and just liked loads of comments and accidentally ended up liking that one. I would be amazed if Triple H had actually read that and then still liked it, knowing just what a buzz it would create. I would say this is probably the biggest story out there at the moment. And obviously the talk, a lot of people talking about their feelings in regards to the wildcard situation. I think we touched on it yesterday, that both Fox and USA Network want the brand split to end. They want the brand split over with. I don't think WWE necessarily want to go down those roads, which is why we've ended up with this wildcard situation. So we've ended up with certain superstars being allowed to go from one brand to the other. We still need a little bit more information on that. Like, are these superstars set in stone? Is Sami Zayn one of these superstars that's going to be allowed to go wherever he wants now? Are the Usos going to be allowed to go or will it change every single week? How does that actually work? So a lot of confusion over that. People are kind of split on it. Some people think it is going to provide some star power to the different shows. Some people think that it just makes a mockery of the brand split. Let me know your thoughts in the chat and down in the comments as well. So we spoke about the championship redesign. We've spoken about the Triple H Twitter game. And now we can finish with Rhyno. So Rhino, this story is amazing. He was offered around double his salary to potentially sit at home. Think about that. Doubling his money to sit at home, and he turned it down. He turned it down. It turns out that Rhino still feels like he's got a lot to give to the business, which I think is absolutely brilliant. But it seems like WWE just could not find a role for him. Rhino says in recent interviews he wants to be out there at house shows, putting on a good show for the fans and working with the young talent. He says his role now is to find the new Stone Cold, to find the new Rock, to find those new big stars that are breaking through, to give them his experience. It sounds to me like really he wants to go down to NXT, kind of, compete in NXT, go on the road with them and work with the talent down there. But for whatever reason, they couldn't find a position for him. So he was offered roughly double his money to stay at home, which is kind of incredible, and he's turned it down. So he also kind of theorized, he says he hasn't heard anything, but he also theorized that he thinks WWE really are trying to prevent the stars from going to the other companies. We know that that's true. But he seemed to think that it was going to be a bit of a challenge for companies to find talent. I'm not sure that's true. I feel like there's so much talent out there. If you're going to be doubling Rhino's money just to keep him at home, that it seems a little crazy to me, because there's so many great superstars out there that compete on the indie scene and everything that I don't know, like, keeping Rhino away. I know he's got a lot of experience. I know that he is a name, but the company's going to create a new Rhino. There's going to be new stars that are coming through. WWE aren't going to be able to buy everyone. It's kind of crazy. So, very interesting. I think it was with Chris Van Vliet. Check that interview out if you've not seen it. He does go into a bit of detail around all of that. The final thing that I want to speak to you guys about is Goldberg's opponent at the Saudi Arabia show. Obviously it's been advertised that Goldberg will be at that Saudi show. So will Undertaker. So will Brock Lesnar. And so there's rumours now. Again, these aren't spoilers, just rumours. Take them with a pinch of salt. But word is coming out that Goldberg, this is from PW Insider, so it is a good source. Goldberg could be facing Bobby Lashley at that Saudi show. So looks like we could be getting Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley. A battle of the hosses, a battle of the big men, which could be an interesting match. I would be interested in that. I would also be interested in Goldberg versus Undertaker, personally. I know that would be quite a slow match, and maybe both guys are at a point in their career where they need to work with, a younger talent, maybe, but I don't think Bobby Lashley is really that much younger, is he, than Goldberg? Is Goldberg in his 50s? Maybe Bobby Lashley's in his early 40s, something like that. So maybe an interesting, surprising opponent for Goldberg. That's the rumour anyway. And that is it for now, guys. Obviously, people are talking about what went down on SmackDown last night, all the different outcomes and things. It was a better show, I thought, than Raw this week. But still a way to go before we get back to, I think, a level where we can attract more casual viewers to the product. But felt like they were kind of on the right path with a few things last night during SmackDown. So very optimistic for what the future holds. And that is it for the news, my friends. Thank you so much for joining us for this quick news flash. There will be videos on the channel. Obviously later today. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe so you don't miss those. And we will be back again tomorrow for another WWE News Daily. Have a good day, guys.